Sorry, birthday Howard, birthday Howard Shy, birthday Howard, birthday Howard Shy, Howard Howard, Howard Shy, birthday Howard Kakadach. Double honor to the older part of the great north and we will, and third I take an oxen put on the truth across the four corners of the earth. To the fear and power of Yahweh Howard Shy that the hope will let, and who the world inwardly called God, his name Yahweh, and who the world inwardly called Jesus Christ, his name Yahweh Shai. And we're the Hebrew Israelite that consists of the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American Indians, and those who lie in the descendants go back to one of the 12 tribes of Israel due to the gathering amongst the nations. Alright, so you see on the screen, it's a video I started to watch. I'm still at work, so I ain't gonna be able to watch the whole thing tonight. But basically, it's a World War III update. Russia activates its nuclear forces as up to 75% of Russian military now deployed. And it's on the channel Off Grid Desert Farming with Paula and Paula and Adrian. Paul and Adrian, sorry. Pretty much, hey, the Lord is stirring things up for World War III. Alright? The Lord is stirring up. It's lit, man. Like, prophecy is unfolding right before our eyes. Okay? And speaking of, hey, like last week, I'll pull up another app. Last week, most of the video I did was all about World War III. It's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 videos out of, and that was just the article that I was able to do videos on last week. And there was more articles than that, So let's go to prophecy real quick. We'll come back to that, Matthew. Hey, it's not if, but it's all about when. Alright, it's World War III can literally kick off any day right now. Alright, that's how close we are. Okay, it's Matthew 24, and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war, which are a report. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Alright? So these things must come to pass for what? For prophecy state, for Yahweh Shai to return. Alright? For judgment to be issued and the elect to be delivered. Okay? For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. You got that going on. Alright? Mainly the United States, NATO, the EU. And you got Russia, China, and various other countries on that block, alright? For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of thought, and all these are going on in the midst of World War III about to kick off, along with the Quran and Revelation 13. Alright, because those are the 2 major prophecies. Alright, the Quran and World War III. Alright, and the topic tonight will be on World War III. Okay? January ain't over yet. It's already been lit this whole month. Alright? Now from there, we go to Revelation. Revelation 11 and 14, the second woe is past for World War II, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Alright? And in this video, they were saying that both President Biden and Putin, their deployment to Ukraine is around the same. They haven't been this high since World War II. Alright? So that's very heavy and stuff right there. Alright? Because the third war is coming quickly, man. The World War III is here, basically. Alright? Like I said, it's not if, but when. Alright? I'm gonna put the link in the description box. Y'all should check that out, man. Basically, a whole rundown of what's been going on. All right, for deployment, logistics. All right, United States withdrawing its ambassador and consulate out of China. So that's there, as well as war is imminent. All right. One article. This is dailymail.do.uk. The whole point of this video, man, hey, what does it say? My determination is to gather the nation. All right, but it's just great judgment that can go down. All right, total unanimity. Biden held Zoom meeting with European leader over Ukraine as he ordered 8,500 U.S. troops to prepare to deploy to Eastern Europe to fend off Russia and plan to send up to 50,000 soldiers to NATO allies. All right? And we're going to just hit the bullet point because we ain't got to read this whole article, all right? And President Joe Biden said on Monday that he and European leaders had total unanimity about the situation in Ukraine, but didn't offer more detail. You look at unanimity, agreement, all right? Agreement by all people involved, all right? And that's basically the NATO and the EU, all right? From Revelation 17, it tells you how the beast, all right, gave the power unto the, let me get it. I don't want to misquote it. It's better to read the scripture than kind of quote it, right? Revelation 17, real quick. I'm going to go straight to the point. It said, 12. And the 10 horn without stars are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as king 1 hour with the beast. All right. These have one mind and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. All right. So these NATO country members, all right, and as well as the EU member, which is the same. It's more member in the NATO, but some of the same country that's in the EU is part of the NATO as well. So they gave their power unto the beast right now. All right. But pretty soon that could all get a change, all right, once World War III kick off and stuff. Okay, but I just want to go straight to the point. Just already went into it in another video last week. All right. I had a very, very, very good meeting, total unanimity with all the European leaders. We'll talk about it later. Biden told reporter at the White House, the Pentagon announced that the 8,500 troops are U.S. based and stressed there was no plan to deploy them at the time, but that they would be ready in case the NATO response force was activated. It's very clear the Russians have no intention right now of de-escalating, Department of Defense spokesman John Kirby said. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki warned that an alleged coup plot by Russia to overthrow Ukraine leadership would be a severe escalation at her daily briefing on Monday. A new report revealed Joe Biden finalizing his plans to deploy U.S. forces to Eastern Europe. Several U.S. officials told CNN the administration is in the final stages of identifying which military unit to send to deter Russia and is preparing deployment orders. The Ukraine Foreign Minister spokesperson criticizes the U.S. State Department's decision to withdraw some embassy staff and family in a Monday morning Twitter post and called it premature. Well, now the United States get down. President Biden is considering deploying several thousand American troops together with warships and aircraft. All right, and you look at this video, this guy talk about that. That's already been deployed. All right, 2 aircraft carrier in the South China Sea, and 2 aircraft carrier unit in the Baltic, if I'm not mistaken. All right, one for China. One group for China and the other group for Russia. All right. Yep, right here. Warship aircraft to NATO ally country located in the Baltic Sea. And there's another unit going to the South China Sea. They didn't bring that up because they talk about Russia and not China's invading Taiwan. If they're both the United States and United Kingdom are set to withdraw some diplomats from their embassy in Kiev, the European Union has said it will not yet pull a diplomat from Kiev and warn against dramatizing the situation as other Western governments begin to cautiously evacuate their citizens. During a meeting at Camp David over the weekend, Pentagon officials outlined various options to Biden. Options with the American military might move a step closer to Russian border. Among strategies being considered, between 1,000 to 5,000 troops could be relocated to countries in Eastern Europe. There will be also a potential to increase to 50,000 should the need arise. None of the military options would see the deployment of additional American troops to Ukraine. Ukraine Defense Minister said Sunday night the government had received a second shipment of weapons from the United States. And you can catch almost all that information in this video that this guy going over it. Alright? That's it on that article. Let's get how about y'all try doing this right now, man? Alright, he's the one that's working on the minds of these army generals, soldiers, president, alright, all parties involved, alright? This is all for World War III, alright? Ezekiel 38, Joel chapter 3, okay? Now let's get Joel 3 and 2. What is it? Isaiah 13 and and 4, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, and tumultuous noise of the kingdom of nations gathered together. The Lord Yahweh shall shine of hosts, mustereth the host of the battle. So look at the word of mustereth. Alright. A few more minutes of my lunch to be over. Alright, the mustereth in the Hebrew is pakad, pakad. Alright, to attend the muster, number, reckon, visit. Look at the word, a lot of words were strong. Look at the word muster. Assemble, alright? Assemble troop, especially for inspection or in preparation for battle. Alright, so Yahweh Shal Shai is doing this, alright, to prepare the nation to battle, alright, for war. All right. Now I'm just going to go straight to the point. I don't have time to read through all this. In Joel 3 and 2, I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which in the Hebrew is the house Shaphat. All right, the house going to judge the nation. All right, Shaphat in the Hebrew is judgment, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, who they have scattered among the nations and part of my land. So all these nations had a hand on this. All right, at one point in time in the history and the existence of Earth. All right, people dwelling on the Earth, as I would say. All right. Verse 9, real quick, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. All right. Like I said, I ain't gonna have time to read through all this. Last verse. All right. It's Zephaniah 3 and 8. Therefore, wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, the Jehovah shall shine until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them my indignation, even all my fierce anger, from all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. So eventually, all right, the main reason for the nation to gather together for World War III is for this righteous anger, man. The indignation of the Lord, how about outside to destroy them, okay? And for the kingdom of heaven to be set up afterward, all right? Let's see, let me run back to Joel 3 real quick. Verse 11, Joel 3 and 11, assemble yourself and come, all ye heathen, all right, with the other nation, and gather yourself together round about, because thy mighty one to come down, O Lord Yahweh shall shine. Who the how shine gonna come down, man? And along with the angel. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put you in the thicket, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fat overflow, for the wickedness is great. Multitude, multitude in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord Yahweh shall shine is near in the valley of decision. All right, and that's where the Lord Yahweh shall shine to decide, and we already know the decision is. It's judgment of the death and destruction, all right, on these nations. Okay. Along with the ICBM missile, nuclear fire, along with the laser that could be shot from the house shine the angel, man. All right, total destruction. All right, that Indian nation. Okay. All right, that's pretty much it on that, man. All right. The Lord muster up the battle that's going on for World War III. So with that, shalom.